something a little bit different today. I thought I would steer away from boutique Blu-ray and look at my TV collection, which was my former pride and joy. When I didn't collect boutique Blu-ray, I collected lots of TV, and so much of it that I had to get rid of an awful lot of cases and decide what I wanted to keep and what I didn't. So I'm going to do it in a couple of parts. I'm going to show you the stuff that I've shelved, and then I'm also going to show you the stuff that is not, I've taken out and put in the boxes to watch at a later time, or to make sure that I keep. So I'll do this in a couple of parts. Like I say, I'll do the stuff that's boxed and then otherwise. So welcome to the dungeon. This is where I store most of my TV Blu-rays, and you'll see a lot of them here. The bottom shelf, you can see kind of at the bottom, you see some picture frames. I've got some anime and some general Blu-ray. I often think these are the most interesting parts of anybody's collection. What are the things that are outside the bits that everybody else seems to have? So you'll see, like I said, way before I collected boutique Blu-rays, I collected TV. I collected a lot of TV, and I had to clean out a lot of my collection for it. So what actually happened was I got these two things here that hold about 200 discs or so each, and I put most of my TV in there, and I'll take you through that in a little minute just so you can see. But the important shows are the ones that I wanted to make space for. I kept here, and you can see some other paraphernalia. So I have 2 series of Deadwood there. I have James Bond films. I have part of my Star Trek collection. Part of it is on my main collection shelves, but I have Deep Space Nine, I have Voyager, I have the original series, and I have Next Generation. The Next Generation aren't the original nice hard box ones. They are the more soft case ones, like so, which had the slimline cases for them, and they're just DVD, as are these. And then I have some of the new collection of Doctor Who, but given how quickly they sell out, I'm really not sure whether to keep collecting them, especially because my DVD collection of it is quite large, and in many cases a lot of the original, or a lot of the extra features come from these releases that are there. And like I say, I have quite a lot of them. I even have like the newer series ones. I have a couple of others again in the main shelves. We'll take it through next door. And then we have a couple of series of The Wire, which is a bit like everybody else. It's probably the best TV show there is, or there has been. But another one that comes into the conversation is The West Wing. And you had these really nice, I'll see if I can try and squeeze them out here. Quick edit and cut. The first 2 series came in these little fold out Blu-ray cases. So let's get one out. So they came out like this, and then within them, it's like Inception or something, there's more cases that are inside them. So they were the fold out type. So the discs that were contained within, like so. So that was the first 2 series that were released, and I mean, The West Wing's just one of the greatest things that has ever been made as far as TV goes. And then they moved to these new style from season 3, etc. That are similar style packaging, but they had slightly different artwork for them. So they came in these kind of bigger things here that then ended up folding out, for instance, with all the discs. So you get the idea. There's lovely Alda in there, and just West Wing for me is a very special series, and one that I go and watch back, even singular episodes of every now and again, because it's fantastic. You can watch them. The quality of the writing, the quality of the speech, the quality of the screenplay are all different level, and of course the quality of the acting is another thing altogether. So to go from that to then ER, 9 series of ER, and then you can see some of my BFI or Artificial Eye and Second Sight stuff there. If I jump up, we have Lost, of 1 series of Lost on Blu-ray. I kind of realised when I was going through Lost, I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 there. Lost is a bit of a folly of a TV series, because it is the type of TV, in my opinion, that you watch as it comes out each week. It takes you along on the ride, but actually going back and rewatching it, I found less interesting because that suspense has been taken away. Alias, I dearly love. I think I seen, was it Off Screen Media had said that he had picked up those sets, and again, the way that those spines don't line up is ultimately infuriating. But I do dearly love Alias as a show. Then another one of my favourites, 6 Feet Under. Fabulous, like honestly one of the greats. And then you see The X-Files on top. Quantum Leap further on the right. Again, I keep on meaning to start like a rewatch of that entire series. I only watched the first one, and I boxed the first one again. And then I have all of these Farscape. Like, I'm not a massive Farscape fan, even though the sets are there, but I got them in a really good deal. Somebody was selling them, so I decided to pick them up, and like say the spines line up so nicely, etc. That it was hard to turn them down. And then in the shelf above on the ones that I've kept in their packaging, I have lots of CSI. I'm a bit of a CSI fan. Again, singular episodes you can just stick on and watch. So you have CSI Miami, CSI New York, the original CSI, and then my Sopranos box sets on the right. So that's mainly the box sets that I have. I have a big Babylon 5 box on top, which is a bit of a pride and joy. And if I go further left, you can see the Buffy DVD collection, some books, and some Outer Limits, etc. And a wee bit of South Park, but that's those. So I did say I had a couple of boxes and things here. You can see the Enterprise sets there, and then the Voyager, and then I have a couple of box sets of 24, etc. just steered down there, that are stacked up, and Arrested Development. I'm not even going to go in and reach in there to see or to show you. So that's part one, the stuff that I have boxed and on shelves, the stuff that you can see. That's the stuff that's still very important to me. So check back next to see what's inside those boxes and see what you can dig through. Lots of comedy in there, I think you'll find. Okay, thanks very much. Catch you soon. All the best. Bye.